What is up, tubers? Welcome back to True Trade here with Joey. As you know, True Trade is the no BS, straightforward. We're doing live trading. We are not doing any fluffy stuff that makes every indicator and strategy look like you're going to win 50, 60%, etc., etc. There's a lot more to it than what you actually see on the internet. This is kind of a continuation of my last video where we did some live trading on the MACD above 200, MACD cross below the zero line. Many people online show that it's got a 60% or more win rate. However, we just did it randomly and took signals, and we ended up with a putrid, I don't remember, below 20% or something like that win rate. So as kind of a continuation here, I am going to show you how to do a trend indicator to a little tool just to see where the trend is at, and also just show you how to use volume as well. So let's jump right into it. We are going to use a trend indicator. As most people know, one of the most common indicators to look for trends is above the 200 moving average. So we are going to add a little bit of color here to our watch list to show us when it is above the 200 moving average. However, what we're going to do is we're going to set it up for 5, 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day. You can pretty much set it up for whatever you want. And let's just jump right into it. I'll show you how to set it up, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. So when you are in your watch list, what you want to do is click on the little wheel here. And then you want to do customize. So we are going to do customize. I've already got a few set up here, so I won't go in for time purposes. I'm not going to go into detail on how to get all this set up. I'm just going to show you the most simple way. Let's get rid of these two, and we are just going to go above the 200 moving average. So I am going to open this up and show you. I will also put this in the notes for you to copy and paste. This is what you want to put in to get started. So I'm just going to copy this. Let's say I'm copying it right from my post, and I want to set this up. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to go to custom quotes, and you should have a whole bunch of quotes here saying custom, custom, custom. And what you want to do is double click on the little scroll paper here. And let's just start with custom one. And if I just double click on that, I want to make sure I'm in the Think Script editor. And I am going to copy everything that's already in there. And I'm just going to do a Control V, which what's ever on the clipboard. You can also right click and do paste. I just do Control V, it's easier, and it's going to put it right in there. So that's the information you need in there. So that's one part of it. The next part is, let's start out with 5 minutes, and then you want to give it a name that you can read over here but also understand. So maybe just 5 EMA or 5 above 200. So like 5 minutes above 200, and then I am just going to go OK, and right there it is. I can't remember if I saved it or not, or if this is the one that I already had, but make sure you save it, and that's what you do. Now the next part is, this is very, very simple. All you have to do is, oh, actually here's the one that I just made. So I just made this one, so all you have to do is double click it, and let's also do a 10-minute one, or excuse me, 15-minute one. So we're going to rename this to 15 above 200. Hit apply, OK. And then you're also just going to continue to do that. So we did a 15-minute, so let's do a 30-minute. We'll change the name on this to 30. Click OK. And so forth. So I've already have some made up here. So once you have all of those saved, what you want to do then is I've got the 5-minute, here's my 15-minute, I'm going to do 30-minute, I'm going to do 1 hour, 4 hour, and I think I have a day in here. No, I guess I don't have a day, do I? Thought I had 1 day set up. Let's do 1 day. I'm just going to double click and change, or we got a week in there. Let's change this week to a day. Let's change this to day, or we'll just say D. change it to day, apply, okay. And then let's move this day over to here. Okay, so we've got quite a few, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, and day. That's quite a bit of a stretch. Now if I click OK, you can see over here that we are getting colored. We're getting colors. And what you want to do is, again, I've got it in order, so it's hard to see, but I just remember it's 5, 15, 30. So as I'm looking at it, let's try and separate here by green. The more green you have, the better opportunity you're going to have on your trade. So for instance, if we were in a live market and we saw green all the way to the 4-hour time frame, that means we're above the 200 EMA for all the way up to 4 hours from 5 minutes. So that is something that can really accelerate or turbocharge your buy when you're looking to buy on a buy signal. So this isn't actually a trigger or a buy. All it's going to do is add a percentage to your buy. So for example, I think I've heard all the way up to 17% you can increase your success rate by using this method. So this is just one tool that you can use here. We're all green. So when it comes time to buy, let's say you're using a MACD like what we did previously, you're going to have a much better opportunity to make some money by using this as an indicator to show that you've got a good trend going, and you'll have a better success rate. The second part to follow up on our poor MACD showing was having volume. So I do morning volume, lunch volume, and afternoon volume. I increase what each volume is because as the afternoon goes on, if you've got say a $3 million volume in the morning, at lunchtime, it's going to increase. It's going to be 6 million, 10 million. So I increase the volume so I don't have too many to go through. So looking at volume is a huge part of it, making sure that you have enough volume to project your bid into a successful, 2-to-1 ratio. In our example, 2%, 1%. If you don't have volume, it's going to be more difficult to do that. We didn't do that in the first time, and the second time, or excuse me, the first time we also didn't use this. So next up, we're going to use this, and let's see how the MACD does in live trading using this as a guide. So good to talk to y'all again. We'll see you next time doing some live trading once again. So take care.